It has been a minute, but your boys are back at it. And what the fuck are we doing, Chester?
We're talking about a new thriller that just came out called M3gan.
M3gan with a fucking 3 instead of an E. But before we get into a little something like that, Chester, where can they go ahead and find us on the Instagram?
Is it really a 3?
Yeah.
Approved for all audiences. Approved for all audiences on Twitter at Approved for All.
Yeah.
And you can find us on our website at www.approvedforallaudiences.buzzsprout.com. You can leave us a like. You can subscribe. And you should.
You should.
And hit the bell.
Please do the same on the Jews tube over there. We need all the help we can get.
Yeah.
You already said the website there. If you don't want to do any of that shit, go to the website and check it all out there. It's easy. It's breezy. It's beautiful.
Drop us some fan mail so we feel like we're doing something.
Which reminds me, we do have a little shout Troutski.
Yes, we do.
I should have fucking looked at my floaner because I forget her name.
I believe it's Jail. Oh, shit. It's
Over there in Idaho. Thank you so much.
Well, I think it's Jael. Jail?
Jael?
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 Hey, thank you, though.
Thank you.
And you can directly email me and tell me how badly we just fucked up your name.
Yeah.
And we'll fix it.
And please email Chase because I am not so good at the emails.
I did have to laugh because, well, just because. You'll find out why right now. She sends this big, fucking nice, heartfelt message, and Tim responds with, thank you. Glad we could brighten your day.
Yeah.
And the message she sent had some like personal notes to it, so
it felt very professional.
I went and responded back with a little bit more substance, but I'm
a greasy mechanic. I don't know. I don't know how to do fucking. I can set up a fucking video chat for you, but I don't know how to send you an email proper.
It's fine. I mean, we
I sent her 3 emails. I sent her the first one, and then I was like, oh fuck, I didn't read the whole thing. Sorry, I'm bad at emails. And then the next one was like, I really like Uncle Buck too. And I was like, this is bad. Chase, please take over.
I didn't know about the fucking
the
two extracurriculars.
All right.
Thank you, Jalen. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Big J, dog. Thank you.
Maybe it was Jalen.
We also fucking pull my fucking phone right here. Kyle Riley subscribed recently. Love you, buddy.
Thank you, Kyle. Miss you.
We had a bunch of different subbies. I should have had this ready already.
On subbies on the YouTube or like on the gram?
Instagram, YouTube.
Oh, cool.
Why can't I find it?
Are we up to 90?
I don't think so.
God damn it.
This is bad. This is bad radio. Where is it? Why can't I find it? Anyway, I will get to you next week if I didn't say it. I'm sorry. Thank you all, though. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
We're going to try to do better at doing 2 a month. I think we did like a 3-week break or something.
Or we'll do monthly.
We'll see what happens.
I mean, the tough conversation is that, like, if we can't get a fucking 100 subbies, it's like,
yeah.
Do we need to be doing fucking every week? Probably not.
Yeah, 2 days suck, but
2 days suck.
You know, if you start subbing, we'll fucking start doing them again.
If we get more fan letters, that I will say, I was feeling a little, not down in the dumps, but just kind of like starting to feel a little bit what's the pointy. Not all the way. Like, I'm still love doing this, but
right.
Seeing that fucking fan letter that was just like reminded her of her brother's like sense of humor and stuff. That fucking filled my gas tank immediately. So it doesn't cost anything to be nice and just give me some validation.
Validation, please.
We're just looking for some validation. We like you guys.
I gotta really hit you with a hard question though.
Okay.
What the fuck did you have for breakfast for the past month?
Dude, I feel yeah, right. So, all right. Let me start with this.
Yep.
Okay.
Talk to me, Daddy.
I got back on track with like seeing a primary doctor. Which
wow. Give him a fucking diz, dude.
Well, thanks for the diz. Here's the thing. So I went there and was just like, and this will get into breakfast. So just bear with the ramble here.
Hold on to my seat.
She goes like, what are you here for? I just want to get like blood work checked out. I'd like to see maybe like why my penis is not getting a little bit more
fully
active.
Erect. Yeah. I'll give you a couple tugs. It's doing all right.
Thank you.
Yep.
But really, I was like, hey, I quit drinking and quit smoking. I feel like I've been doing all this stuff. Like, I feel like I should maybe just naturally be losing a little bit of weight. Like, eating definitely compared to before eating a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, well, are you like full on dieting and exercising and drinking enough water and eating 8 hours a day? And I was like, hey, pick 3.
Baby steps, Jackie.
I was like,
Come on.
pick 3 of these things.
Yeah.
I can't do all 8.
Yeah.
But so she got me this medication that anybody can take. Now, look, a lot of people with type 2 diabetes will take this medication, but anybody can have the medication.
Is type 3 a thing?
I think type 3 diabetes might be gay.
Oh, shit.
If we have any gay listeners, I support the shit out of you guys.
Your blood's gay as fuck.
We're all experimental at the right moment.
Everybody's bi if you try hard enough.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Everybody's bi if you try hard enough.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so I had been having pretty good breakfasts. And before, like
a healthy breakfast or like a delicious breakfast? Because they're two very different things.
probably leaning more healthy.
Okay. All right.
But I will say this about the medication leading into the breakfast talk is that before, really the only way I was getting shamed about eating 4 cans of chili or 6 cans of chili
I forgot about
when
that.
I would come on here and tell all you guys that I was eating 6 cans of chili. Now with this new
Wasn't it 4?
it might have been 9. Now with this new medication I'm taking, the medication shames me instantly. If I have 4 cans of chili, I
rectally or what?
yeah, rectally. It rectalizes me up. And if I have 4 cans of chili, I will just be pooping for the next 6 days uncomfortably.
Getting you man pawns?
So I feel pretty much, I feel like the medication, like instead of actually doing anything, it's just like, yeah, if you overeat, you're going to have diarrhea for 36 hours.
This might be too graphic. Cut it, future Tim, if it is. Do you see the food that you ate recently in the stool?
I'd say it's a 1 stool lapse.
Because you know, like Taco Bell has those shitty water tomatoes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll be like 45 minutes, hour later. I'm like, those are the shitty water tomatoes.
So I think you just have to look at how stuff like digests. Because like,
isn't it longer than like an hour? Isn't it like?
I don't know. I mean,
know.
yeah, you definitely think it's longer than an hour. But you got to, I mean, we've wrecked up our rectal linings.
It is wrecked with a capital R. Hey, give me dang.
For the listener, anybody can take the medication. You don't have to have type 2 diabetes.
Do you sprinkle it on your food? You snort it? What do you do with it?
No, you just pop it. It's a big old horse pill.
Oh, yeah?
And then your poos get funny. And then you're skinny.
Is it?
I mean, I'm not, but eventually you do.
Is it the kind you can break open? Or is it solid?
If you had help, you could ingest it through the back door.
So you're telling me it comes in a little bag with a skull and crossbones on it. The bag's about yay big?
No. This one's in like one of those orange bottles in a way too crunchy white paper bag.
Does it taste like dust?
Yeah. I keep waiting for that drip to come in and nothing happens.
Yeah, I
I'm
hear
like,
you.
Huh. So this is what happens when you take normal pills.
So, but what was the meal? The breakfast meal?
Oh, Jesus Christ. I promised I would do it.
Cheese and rice?
This morning I was just trying to take it easy, so I had a Bavarian custard cream and an apple fritter.
Okay, very health conscious.
2 donuts and a 2% milk with the carton. And I got to tell you what, it's been a minute since I carton milk. That shit grosses me out.
Oh, I was thinking opposite, dude. I like this fucking let's pull it back and flip and flop and give me a little fucking beak of milk.
Growing up in Washougal
okay.
with my 3 best friends, Tim, Michael, and Kyle, they'd all let these little fucking milk colonies
I did not.
appear.
I renege that statement.
You renege it?
Yep. Get the rape kit. It's not accurate.
You can't just renege it?
Don't you call me a reneger now. Give me this.
I redact that, sir.
Whatever. Neg it.
Again, for the listener, anyone can have it. You don't have to have type 2
You don't have
diabetes.
to. 3 or 4 is fine. Whatever. Put it in 5th. Who knows?
2 donuts and some milk.
So wait, Bavarian cream. Are you saying that's in the donuts, or you had that on the side?
Yeah, can you get up close on a meat? So, like, say here's the donut, then they grab Bavarian cream and they just come. And for the listener, I'm just showing what it looks like when you put Bavarian cream into a donut, and so it's just filled with Bavarian cream. Yeah, you could call it a custard cream. You could call it a Bavarian facial. I think there's a lot of different words for it.
Bavarian facial's pretty good. Can you guess what I had for break?
Let me guess.
It's not gonna be that hard.
Bagel and cream cheese.
Yeah.
With
Yep.
3 or 4 whole red onions.
No.
What?
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Well, callback for the listeners.
Yeah. Actually, I had some Tillamook vanilla bean yogurt and a banana.
Regular yogurt or Greek?
Regular.
Dude, it's fucking good, huh?
Yeah.
of vanilla yogi?
Grace was talking mad shit, and she's like, "Why'd you get vanilla yogurt?" I'm like, "Cause I like it." And she's like, "You don't like it." I'm like, "I do." And then I ate it, and I don't know. She didn't say a whole lot after that, and I'm like, "It's good." Like that's why I'm gonna eat it.
I do like vanilla
and then she
yogurt.
tried it, and vanilla bean yogurt.
Vanilla bean.
Different. More differenter.
It's like it's instead of being a pudding, it's like a cultured dairy dish.
It was a little thinner than I thought it'd be.
Really?
Yeah. Riddle me this: are you getting the big tub of yogurt? Or are you getting the little baby boys?
Baby boys.
Why is that?
I guess in my head, I'm never going to eat the whole thing.
Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
100%, dude. And you don't have to do a dish. Fuck the environment, right?
I mean, I recycle sometimes.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at recycling, actually.
You are.
Yeah, I am. They make it pretty easy around here. Big blue bin.
Yeah.
Bear in the big blue bin. Whoa. Toeing the line.
Toeing the line. Yeah, Tim and I came up with a new segment called Toeing the Line.
Oh, that was supposed to sound like beep a deep beep, but didn't happen.
After you said it, I could kind of hear it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was loud. Hey, I don't have a fuck, marry, kill, but I have a would you rather that I want you to think about for me.
Ooh, Oben Caven.
I thought about this one on a half a gigglement. Would you rather live forever or know the exact moment you're gonna die?
Have you seen Bicentennial Man?
Yes.
We should do that. It's fucking not great. Let's see. That is a toughie. I'm kind of a pessimist, though. I think you would tell me when I'm going to die. I'm like, you don't fucking know that.
That could change.
Yeah. Sure.
There's a little watch with a countdown. That's probably not.
Oh, that was fucking that.
It's like Looper or some shit. No, that's
Timberlake.
That's a Minority Report, I think. No.
Minority Report's like they know a crime you're going to do. Which is one of Tom Cruise's better pictures, in my personal opinion. This is a movie podcast, after all.
Hey.
We watched, well, I shouldn't say I watched it, but Confessions of a Vampire, is that what it's called?
Interview with the Vampire?
There you go. Confessions of a Teenage Vampire.
I didn't fucking eat her.
I was popping in and out, never seen it. Don't think I'm going to again.
Yeah, that's okay.
That Brad is the pits.
Hey, give yourself a... All right, I was going to let him decide.
But I guess I'm gonna go with that death clock, baby. Because they ain't right.
Living forever would suck.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty bad.
I think immediately the initial thought is just like, oh, I'll fucking live. I think that gets old really. You ever met a fucking old person that wasn't just like, I'm pretty much ready to go?
I've been watching a lot of shit about like retirement, and like if you don't have enough money, like to even get to like 80, like think about if you got to 80. And you're like tapped on cash, and then you're like 102, and you really don't have any cash. Like, what are you supposed to do? You don't have family and shit. Like, you're just gonna like rot away anyway. This got dark.
Whoa. I mean, that's my question. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I agree 1,000%.
Yeah.
I'd rather just have the little fucking watch, and then I'm just gonna get all fucking dickered up when it's about.
What if you can't afford to? Invest in GameStop, guys.
Well, I'm not saying I'd live forever. I'm saying I'd choose the watch one. I'd be able to afford a bottle of Jack and get fucked up before I go.
Yeah, I see.
That's probably how you go, and then you self-prophesized. Whoa.
Prophesizal.
That your timer's going down. You got an hour left, so you shoot a whole fifth.
What is that fucking movie? That is like the movie. The rich like keep buying time so they live longer.
Oh.
It's like the time you live is your currency, basically. And then you're losing minutes, and it's on a watch. I think it's JT, dude. I'm pretty sure.
I think it is too.
I think it's suck dicks, but the premise is really fun.
Are you sure it's not Tarzan?
No, I did watch George of the Jungle the other day.
What's the difference?
I guess like a monkey friend. I think would be the only difference.
Cut that, please. Oh my god.
Have you ever thought about being an animal? Oh, Lord. Have you ever thought about being an animal and trying to get like fucked up, dude?
Oh yeah. No.
What would be the first thing you do?
If I was an animal?
Yeah. You going grapes? Are you going fucking... Well, I guess it depends where the animal is.
Yeah, wait. Are you talking about getting fucked up on like drugs or alcohol or something?
Feeling different.
I mean, I'm thinking if I was a house kid, I'd be sniffing everything.
It's true. There is this bear in Colorado that They got pretty fucked up.
That's Colorado for the
Bear's
listener.
preparation for winter takes a very unexpected turn.
The black bear apparently got drunk munching on fermented apples. Things got even more interesting when she staggered over to the
it's a
elementary
girl
school
bear.
in Lyons, north of Boulder. CBS 4's Boulder newsroom reporter Sean Boyd has details of the bear's binge.
It's a girl.
It's not something
For the
you
listener,
see
the
every
bear's
day,
stumbling around.
even in a town like Lyons.
I couldn't take 2 steps without falling over.
What a
bear
whore.
with a buzz.
You may have a pretty good hangover in the morning.
Under the influence, it appears, a fermented
Oh, my
fruit.
goodness.
You might call this lady a lush.
They don't show a lot of self-restraint if they're hungry, which they are at this time of year. They're eating 20,000 calories a day.
That's a
Bear's
lot
a real
of apples.
apple.
Claire Salahub with the Division of Wildlife says while it's not unusual to see bears in Boulder County,
They don't see the city limit sign and stop on their way.
even she's never seen one that's sloshed, stumbling through town and arriving
That bear's
at
gonna like
Lyons
stumble back to the den.
Elementary
We never
School
fuck
at the same
anymore.
time
The
kids
buzzwords
did.
they decide to
we had
use is
a,
hilarious.
Student jump in the fence back here. Had a black sweatshirt on, but then whenever I
Easy.
looked closer, it had some ears, and sure enough, it was a black bear.
Students stayed
Not a
in the
black
gym
student.
as officers tried first to beanbag the tank
We first
bear,
shot
then
the bear and
tranquilize
realized
her.
then that it was a bear.
A danger, but
I've done that into my own TV.
I thought you were going to talk about wrestling.
The bear finally slept it off, so intoxicated she will likely not remember what happened, but neighbors won't forget.
Oh, my
Another day in
God.
paradise is part of the wonder of living in Colorado. I'll tell you, it sure beats living in New Jersey.
Sean
Fuck
Boyd.
New Jersey.
Oh, my God.
Wow. If you're listening, you should get on here about the 16-minute mark and watch that. That's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
There is some audio clipping. That's a fucking old video, but that was fun. I was trying to pull. I thought I pulled a different one. Truthfully,
Yeah.
There's a bear up here in Washington State that fucking drank like 36 Rainiers, and then he found some Bush Light and decided he didn't like the Bush Light, and then drank more Rainier, which is chin chin cheerio.
Turned
my
his
friend.
fucking nose up to the bush. Dude, and there's a movie trailer that's going around about a cocaine bear.
Cocaine Bear, dude. I want to see that. Who's directing it? It's fucking that lady. What's her fucking name now?
Scorsese.
No, Natalie Scorsese.
Jennifer Lawrence.
It's
What? Jane Lynch.
not
Jane Austen.
That'd be pretty good though if it was Jane Lynch. Elizabeth Banks,
Oh, shit.
which is so out of left field. I love Elizabeth
I'm
Banks.
a big.
Dude.
That made me way more excited now
yeah,
for Cocaine
dude.
Bear.
She's fun. Have you seen Walk of Shame? It's on Netflix. She's like a news. She's a news reporter, and she like meets a cute guy, and then gets like lost, and then everyone thinks she's a whore, and no one helps her, and the police are like, "Get off the streets, you prostitute! We don't want to see you again." And it's Bill Burr, which is pretty fun.
What's it called?
Walk of Shame, I think.
And what'd you say it's on?
It was on Netflix.
Oh, fucking sweet.
Let me give that a Google. Really
that
quick.
sounds great.
It's a really fun time. I've seen it a couple times now.
Yeah, dude. The last time I saw that many bears getting fucked up was at a gay club.
At Walk of Shame, yeah.
Cut that.
You ever been to a gay club?
You know, I don't think I have.
I have. Have I talked about this before? Maybe I have. I was fresh 21, and I used to be really into karaokeing Adele.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Someone like you, it ain't me. My sister took us. I used to live in Spokane with my sister, and we went to this bar. And there was like drag queens and shit walking around, but I didn't really think anything of it. And I sang Somebody Like You, and this table was fucking just gassed, dude. Like, fuck yeah. And so like I went over there, and we were all like holding hands and whatever. They're arm to arm.
Yeah.
And then I think it was like the next day, and Brittany, my sister, was like, "You know that was a gay bar, right?" And I was like, "Oh, that makes way more sense, dude." I think
mean-
it's called Nine, and it was like not
Inches?
spelled out.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of think it was about dicks.
Huh.
I don't know. Pretty cool place though. They also had a basketball court though. It's like, what kind of? Tread lightly. Never mind.
You know, I don't think I've ever been to I haven't ever been to a gay bar, but we certainly have acted gay at a bar. We went to a strip club one time, and one of the strippers was just like, it wasn't that busy, and she's just like, "Are you two like a thing?" And Tim and I were just like, "No, but if we were, this is how it would work."
Yeah,
And
probably.
like, we're not together, but if we were, here's how that dynamic would look. And she's like, "Oh, You'd probably be a power bottom. And I was like, you're fucking right.
Oh, I'm the top? I feel
yeah.
like you're way more dominant than me.
Oh, that just feels like a lot of pressure on me.
I think it's a bunch of pressure in me.
Holy shit.
Give him a diz. How far in are we? We're like 20 minutes.
I'm telling you, man,
shit.
we might just think about scrapping AFAA and starting towing the line.
Towing the line's pretty good.
All right. Yeah. Listen, how'd you feel about that? If Tim and I just got borderline weird every episode.
So you mean it's the same show?
So it's the same thing with no movies? It'd be cool if we could get callers.
Dude, I tried to do that. It's
really hard.
No, well, like okay, it's hard to do cheap. You can do like a Wi-Fi phone number, but if you don't like play a couple of stupid games or do a questionnaire, that number goes away, which I guess isn't that big of a deal. But it's like
that would be kind of annoying.
Kind of weird. I wanted to do a thing where we would just like pick a random area code and like a random 7 numbers and be like, "Hey, have you seen Forrest Gump? What'd you fucking think of it?" But then there's the the chance that someone's not going to pick up. But then there's also the chance of someone being like, "Fuck you! What are you doing calling my phone?"
You're saying call strangers?
Yeah.
I think that would be. I'm nervous. I just got scared about that.
I mean, what are they going to do? I think they're just not going to
yell at us.
Yeah, that's great radio.
It would be interesting though if we did get the ability to take live calls and we like post all of our social media and then don't get a single call.
1,000% could do it.
Well, no, but I'm right. But how shitty would that be if we're like, all right, we're ready for our first callers and we post it everywhere? It's radio silence.
That's the thing.
We need to line up like 4 people.
That's why we're doing the calling. No one's calling in. You know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't we want to hear from like our listeners, sort of? Versus
that'd be
like,
nice, but that's not a guarantee. If we're doing the outbounding, there's something is going to happen.
It's a weird way of marketing. I'm not against it. I just feel like we're going to get a lot of fuck yous and not answers versus like
pretty funny.
I actually thought Tom Hanks was pretty good.
But it feels like a lot, so we never did it. Remember, I mentioned that a couple months ago.
Well, we're kind of to the point. Like, I remember us talking about that, and I think I also was like, I don't know if we should call people. I was like weird about it, but I'm definitely not opposed. At some point, we're gonna have to shake the tree to see like. Try some other stuff.
It also feels like kind of gaggy and dumb. But there's also like there's gonna be a lot of like closed doors of just people like not answering. And then what are we gonna do? Fucking like make calls for 15 minutes and people aren't gonna answer? That's fucking boring too. But there's gonna be the occasional. What are you doing? Why?
You're actually getting me kind of into it now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just gonna get like weeding through the. Fuck you guys is gonna get.
It's not a prank either. It's not like a prank. If you've seen Toy Story 4, I want you to tell me about it.
So we really want to hear, like, we really want to start the dialogue with strangers over the phone.
Sure. Remember when I called Jamaica? Landon Donovan gave me the phone number for Jamaica.
For the whole country.
That's what I thought at the time. And then somebody answered, and I was like, no way, this is Jamaica. I feel like I've said this before on here. Anyway, I was like, well, that was crazy. And then my mom was like, why is the phone bill $600? And I was like, that was fucking Jamaica.
Wow.
Sick. And then I got in a lot of trouble.
Someone's calling, man.
Dude, yeah.
Finally, we got a call here.
It felt like, because why the fuck are you still on the phone with me? Like, and she was like yelling at her kids and stuff. Like, why would you? In hindsight, it was peculiar.
We didn't know about Fire Festival neither. Sorry.
Offensive, but great.
Okay, if that's our line of offensive, dude, we're doing great.
Doing the line.
I just, Kevin Smart. So maybe we should talk about the fucking film.
Kevin Spacey it out.
Give yourself an. Yes.
All right. I think it's about time we talk about this fucking movie and stop talking about jerking off our dads. Chase, do you want to fucking tell us about the synopsis?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, sims and sirs, and fathers that have been touched. Today we are bringing you M3gan, a 2022 horror sci-fi film. This movie's coming in on Rotten Tomatoes at a 94% and a 72 on Metacritic, and I hadn't checked this yet.
Metacritic.
M3gan is a marvel of artificial intelligence, a lifelike doll that is programmed to be a child's greatest companion and parents' greatest ally. But when M3gan starts learning more than the developers had originally intended, maybe something more sinister could be learned. I trimmed that weight probably far too down. is honestly did not look at ratings before or after this at all. Had until just now. 94% on Rotten Tomatoes is
pretty high. Pretty fucking high.
Well, we obviously haven't given our ratings yet, but I would not have guessed 90 plus. I did think it was going to be getting positive reviews, but I didn't think it would have been 94.
When I Googled it this morning, it had 3 stars on something, but I didn't care enough to see what. Oh no!
Oh boy, fight through it
to see what was the Procter and Gamble.
Right.
Fucking. You know how much the budget was on this cocksucker? I have it here. If you don't have it there.
I did not look up Digis. Please let me know.
This fucking thing was made for $12 million, which feels pretty cheap.
12 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It feels pretty like I think the robot looks pretty goddamn good.
Yeah.
And like we're about to get into it. There's 2 different actors that deal with like Megan's 2 people essentially. And I think everything looks pretty flawless. The movements of the robot look fucking like really fucking good. You want to know what this cocksucker brought home?
Tell me.
$151.4 mil, dude.
That's a day at the office. That's a fucking day at the office. Let's go.
Yeah, man. This is a Blumhouse picture, and they did pretty good work.
I didn't know this was a Bloomer.
Yeah.
Okay, Bloomer.
Yeah. Fucking, what do you got anything else? You want to get into some peeps?
Yeah,
the poster?
I'd like to chat about the cast.
You want to get the poster first?
Yes.
There she is.
Yeah, dude. First reaction just looking at the poster and even seeing the marketing for this, I thought pretty spot on of like looks real enough to really kind of freak you out and still robot-y enough to know that it's not lifelike. And they actually capture that pretty well in the film of people being like, oh, she can bring a friend. Oh, what the fuck? There's not a little kid.
Oh, at the school thing?
Yeah. Of people like, you kind of do a double take of like, oh, what the fuck is that?
And the neighbor and Yabadeen.
So yeah, I agree. I think the doll looks just fucking like they nailed that look of like, let's make it obviously a robot, but like way too lifelike of a robot.
And it's modeled after a 12-year-old.
Learning that with you right now.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into that a little bit?
Yeah. Before we do, if you want to watch this at home, it's expensive as shit.
Yeah.
So you can either pay $20 through whatever, YouTube, fucking Vudu, Amazon Prime, whatever the fuck. $20 to rent the cocksucker, or you could pay $25 to own the fucking thing.
Have the thing.
My wife wanted to watch this like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I don't want to pay $40 for this, so I guess I'm buying it. And then you used the key also, so it worked out pretty good for everybody.
We could have seen this in theaters. They're still showing in a few places.
It's so hard to do it.
Agreed.
But yeah, we could have, and it probably would have been pretty fun in theaters.
And actually, the plan was a couple weeks ago to probably try and check this out.
It
but
was,
it's
yeah.
just, it's a little trickier to coordinate.
It makes the day so much longer.
It sure does.
Because we're 3/4 arted, and see, that's a different way to say it.
We're artsy?
Yep. So if I didn't watch it day of or day before, you're not going to get... I mean, I don't think you usually get a pretty solid review out of me, but...
yeah, we do.
It's going to be way worser. Way worser.
Sure.
If I watch it a week before. Anyway, you want to get into these fucking folks here?
Well, we talked about how it was based on a 12-year-old. I feel like we should show that thing.
Okay. Oh.
Was that not how you wanted to do it? Oop. The kids, right? That you said the doll was based off of.
Oh yeah, let's bring her up. So that's
Jesus Christ,
Amy Donald. She hasn't really done much. This is like her first big break. I think she did a couple commercials and a couple of like pilots, from what I was reading. I could be totally wrong, but I didn't find a whole lot about her.
She could be the future of Kids Bop.
She is 12 years old,
but she's not the kid from the video.
No, that's the voice.
Okay, I'm getting confused. Well, I'm see what you're saying. I thought okay. So what do you mean that's the actress then? I don't get it.
They like
modeled. Oh,
it's her, and then they like manipulate her in post. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah. From what I read, I didn't do a whole lot of research.
She's doing mocap?
I guess.
That's pretty good then. Because like the way
12 milli feels cheap, or I'm missing something.
I need to research. This is blowing my mind. Just because I think motion capture is like pretty fucking tricky.
Yeah.
And like they make the doll movements in this really good.
Really robot-y, yeah.
Right, like, but just, and so that's her doing the motions.
I guess. I didn't look super hard into it, but I don't know why there would be a voice actor and a person actor and then like an animatronic. because that would be like way over 12 bills.
Because this is going to make Andy Serkis look like a fucking liar. That motion capture is
Serkis?
like the #1 mocap actor. Gollum. He does all the apes in
Planet of the Apes.
on Planet of the Apes. He wears he's like Walt Jr. He does that walking up front thing. Yeah, shut up.
You're Jamaican and pretty. Ooh, that was moving on.
Sorry.
Fucking. I think you're thinking of Jenna Davis.
Yeah,
Who I guess she's a mild Disney star. She did Raven's Home and a couple of other one-offy things.
And she's the voice.
She's the voice.
Huh.
But she also kind of looks similar in like a way. Would you agree or disagree? To Megan there.
I mean, I'm not seeing it as obviously as much as the other one, but you're saying the other one was like the physical basis.
Yeah, I'll
of it.
bring her back up. So that is like, that makes sense to me.
Even then, like that definitely makes more sense. But even then,
Yeah.
I should look into that a little bit more. I'm just,
Yeah,
I
I
just
should've
purely out of curiosity.
Also, since we're reporting on it.
I mean, I'm doing a fucking thing. Like, God forbid I do a little fucking research.
Yeah.
I watched 45 minutes of Allison Williams getting her ass eaten out, and I couldn't look up how the fucking kids
Pretty
were done.
good.
Yeah. Shout out Allison Williams.
But the way that Jenna here got famous really baffles me. Let's go ahead and I guess I shouldn't say got famous, but she gained a lot of acclaim
Sure.
from this. And maybe I'm old. I don't get it. Tell me what you think, audience.
If you guys want to know how to do penny, nickel, dime, this is all you got to do.
Penny, nickel, dime.
Penny, nickel, dime, penny, penny, nickel, dime, nickel, penny, nickel, dime, penny, penny, nickel, quarter. And if you do fast, penny, nickel, dime, penny, penny, nickel, dime, nickel, penny, nickel, dime, penny, penny, quarter. Too much. Penny, nickel, dime, penny, penny, nickel, dime, nickel, penny, nickel, dime, penny, penny, nickel, quarter. Penny, nickel, dime, penny, penny, nickel, dime, nickel, penny, nickel, dime, penny, penny, nickel.
Is it because nickel might sound like something else? I don't get it.
There's only 2 times in my life that I've actually felt super old, not being able to get it up on my last Tinder date, and watching that fucking video right there.
Yeah, that has millions of views. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand it.
I just want to try it real quick. Penis tickle slime, penis tickle tickle slime, penis tickle slime, penis tickle. Did I do it?
Yeah, and I'm sliming everywhere.
This is first off. I don't want to shit on the kids at all. Like they're doing a fun video trend,
Right,
sure.
right.
But like the mass popularity of that, I'm trying to think of like an equivalent from when we were younger. Like, it's a waffle fries and shit.
Unforgettable.
Like, my dad would have been like, "Go to your room and give up." And you know that was, but it felt different back then because not everybody had a computer in their pocket at all times.
That's true. Well, I think this is 2016 or 17.
And she got
Are you talking for us?
She got I'm just trying to.
Yeah.
She got a voice acting gig from that.
I mean, that's, again, I could be wrong. I didn't do a whole lot of research, but yeah, that's what it seems like. And then she did the Ravens home show. And
She was for Disney?
yeah.
So there's feet pictures out there somewhere.
Probably. That was Nickelodeon, actually.
Oh,
but,
toeing
yeah.
the line.
Toeing the line.
Anyway, should we? Actually, could
Can
I
look
get
at that butt muncher?
I was going to ask for a pause, and I'm really glad I waited 10 seconds.
You want to pause? You got a piddler?
I do need to pause, but I do want to get into the butt muncher.
All right, we're going to take a little piddler, guys. Hold on. You won't even know what happened. What do you say we get into that fucking butt muncher there, Chester?
Yeah, Allison Williams, ladies and gentlemen. If you know her, she is. She kind of got her start. Well, her dad's very famous. Her dad is Brian Williams, who's the host of NBC's Nightly News. But she got her acting chop start in, or at least popularity, from HBO's series called Girls. That was written by.
What do they do there?
It's just a show about bleeding, about women and
Vampires?
oh god damn it! I'm really towing the line.
Towing the line. Damn it!
What's that towing the line?
I was trying.
Sorry. She was
Pika. Sorry.
She was really Adam Driver. She was really good in Girls.
Google Driver.
She was really good in Girls. There's a scene where she a guy. I'm really digging my curls right now.
Why does that keep happening?
Oh, because of him. He thought the thing always a scarf.
Are you my boss?
No, I'm now a Taiwanese. It's not same. Japanese coming from my throat. Taiwanese play baseball good. Were we recording?
Yeah.
Boy, if I ever betray you, you've got a lot of fucking...
It's all going online anyway. I don't know how to edit. Anyway.
I'm so sorry. I thought you had stopped for some reason when you were looking at the lantern. you want me to just keep talking into it?
Sure.
Yeah, and then she was also her big movie role, kind of where a lot of people started to know her from, was Get Out. She plays
That's right.
the main guy's girlfriend in Get Out.
Which I did not realize.
I think she was fucking great in that. She does a really good I really enjoy her performance in this. I like that the way this starts out with her character is that basically the main little girl, which how old is she in this? Is she 8 or 12?
I think she's 12 because she's
sounds
12
more right.
in Real Strife too.
Loses her parents. Allison Williams is the auntie and takes her in. And like you can tell right away that she's not fully on board for this and isn't really great at it. But like kind of trying at first. Like, oh, don't touch that. That's not a toy. That's not a fucking toy.
She's an independent woman and I get it.
Yeah.
I totally get it.
Do
you know where this took place?
Yes.
Where?
Seattle.
Seattle.
It's so in your face. Like at first when
you know what? I didn't think it was because this is the second time I watched it. Didn't really like it the first time. Thought it was okay the second time. I did not put it together. I heard I-84 out of Oregon, and I was like, "Oh, interesting."
You just answered like 6 trivia
and
questions.
And then I saw the police car. There was like Seattle, and then there's a couple different shots of Washington license plates.
And they show a shot of downtown.
They
like,
do
an aerial.
from the company, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just
that
totally hijacked you there.
No, that's a discussion, bro. But anyway, I really liked Allison Williams in this. I think they do a good job with her at first being like, okay, I wrote a note and this could have been half a giggle mint, but
for the layman, giggle mint's a marijuana mint.
Yeah. It's like 2.5 milligrams. I'm a bitch. And
take 7.
Yeah. Is the dollar metaphor for Obama?
Dollar dame?
So yeah. And then I wrote a note that was like, the first night she stays with her, she's like, "Are you not going to read me a book? My mom normally reads me a book." And Allison Williams is like, "Oh, of course I will. Let me just pull up the app." And she's like, "Oh, I have to update it." And I was like, "Oh, is that a metaphor that like technology isn't always better than the real thing?"
Yeah, I think that's the whole.
But I felt like I was smart about it because the giggle mint.
I get it.
Thank you.
Giggle mint will really put you over the edge of I am superior. Even to yourself. You'll be like, I'm smarter than I think I was.
Am I so fucking smart right now? I can write a musical.
I'm taking a shower in the toilet, dude. This is awesome. Bidet, so gay. But anyway, didn't you say old Venus Williams or Allison Williams?
Shower in a toilet?
You can do what you want.
Sorry. What'd you say? What'd you ask me?
If Serena or Allison, she did some butt stuff, right?
Did I not talk about that?
Did you?
In Girls, there's a really epic, very famous scene because you can find it on adultsites.com. And
why isn't .com a thing?
Oh, because probably Joe Biden.
Well, I guess because isn't com commercial, org is organization. So
and cum
is sexual
from the I don't know. Some coding, not the stuff you drink when you want to have sleepy time.
Okay.
Anyway, there's this famous scene of her getting her. I feel like I talked about this. If I did this twice,
I don't think you did.
There's a scene of her getting her ass eaten out, and what I just wanted to tell the fans and especially the listeners is that it's never too late to learn new hobbies in life. Male or female, eating butt can be a good time. Look, you gotta eat right for a little bit. Anybody can take metformin.
So
it's
now,
not just for type 2
is
diabetes.
this front butt or back butt?
This is back butt.
Back butt.
Yeah, she's like, they planned it, and so she's like pretending to do the dishes or something, and he just comes up behind her and just spreads her butt. This is too much.
Come on.
Spreads her butt cheeks apart and starts tossing Sal.
She's going straight Willy Wonka's on there.
She's getting Willy Wonka type.
Oh, okay.
In this
Nerds.
Scene, in this scene, she's not the Kevin Spacey.
Oh, it's Kevin Spacey in.
The Kevin Spacey's the one eating the butt.
Oh, okay.
But look, it's pretty dope, and you can find it almost anywhere. Oh God, there's no age restrictions on this.
There might be. Who else have we not done? I think that was everybody, wasn't it?
I mean, sometimes you don't know you like something until you see it on HBO.
It's kind of like, did you ever think about fucking this doll? I mean, one's 10 grand, one's about 3,500.
Oh boy. Look, they made the.
She's not 12. She's binary code. My binary bro.
I think they did a good job of not overly sexualizing the doll. What Tim and I are getting at is that you could turn this into a porn pretty quick with a sex doll.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You might get a dick full of titanium, but
like in the movie, the doll is adapting to you. So Tim and I thought it would be funny if like your sex doll was adapting to you.
Yeah.
And it would just like, for me, mine would just be throwing out compliments. Oh, you're doing great. Keep it up. That's okay. That's a pretty normal time to last for that. Oh, thank you. Yes, I do accept large bills.
large bill and foreign currency.
Remember, you don't have to pay me. I'm yours.
How would you pair the same way?
Fuck, dude, stop knowing all. Oh, no, the way you pair your sex doll is way different.
I think so. Yeah.
You have to buy it a bunch of shit and make a commitment.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to promise not to see any other dolls.
I think the dock is in the back too.
Let's get you paired up. Can you get in there any farther? I'm about as far in as I'm gonna get, Doc.
Oh, you got the 6-inch model. You're supposed to.
Fuck. Can I just swap them out? You can, but this one's gonna look at you different.
There's actually a restocking fee.
Oh God.
It's a popular model here, Chester.
And can you choose a shut-off word for it? I'm just gonna run to the store real quick. Okay, going to sleep.
Sagret.
Good job, Chase. Would you like a cigarette?
Vienna.
All right. We should probably.
Was there anything you didn't like that was aggressively like, oh, geez?
I not aggressively didn't like. Not aggressively. I thought I didn't understand fully why they showed the one dude that worked there like rip the code or something or like corrupt it.
They didn't really get into that.
So I didn't know if he was trying to do what had happened or he was trying to like make a different version himself. I never really, and even the doll like kind of, she's like, you tried to corrupt the files, but
I think he was trying to sell them, but
they just didn't really elaborate.
They didn't really
need
to be in there because he doesn't fucking get that far.
That whole thing didn't matter. I would have liked to see. So I think the first full-on kill we see is the kid in the woods. Like
yeah,
you know it
yeah.
fucks up the dog.
You're right.
But you actually
the dog is 6 feet under, according to Megan there.
Yes.
Anyway,
but we don't see her like fuck up the dog,
which I'm kind of grateful for.
Yeah.
I don't like a dead dog.
Well, and then so in the woods you see her like get just enough creepier where she gets down on all fours and can be really fast.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's cool.
Papa-like.
And then you see her like slowly ripping the kid's ear off.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of wish we would have had a little bit more gruesome kills.
PG-13, homie.
The rest, yeah, it's like they used it all in that one.
They got the one fuck though.
Did they?
Mm-hmm.
Which one is it?
When creepy kid's like, fuck you, Glenda.
Oh,
to his mom.
Fuck you, Brenda.
Whatever her name is.
Or Glenda, yeah.
I don't remember what it is. Glenda's my go-to fuck you name.
Yeah, that was pretty funny though. And actually, they don't say this, or the kid,
Brendan, I believe his name is.
The kid fucking doesn't know that the doll's like sentient and can fuck him up yet. And he chases off the girl in the woods. He's a fucking prickhead. And it definitely looks like he's trying to like pin her down and take her clothes off.
For sure.
It feels maybe mildly rapey.
Yeah, pretty rapey.
And the main girl asks her later on, she's like, did he go to a better place? And the doll's just straight up like, no, boys like that don't go to a better place. And I was like, oh shit. That's got some abstink on it, dude.
Give me this. Abstink is pretty good. So is that sex doll comparison.
Yeah, it was.
What the fuck was I going to say? Oh, I really loved the detective. Like after, because he's like, we found his ear. Oh, I should be laughing. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right. He like catches himself.
Because I do think as like a police officer who deals in homicide, you probably do have to compartmentalize like a lot of shit like that.
Yeah.
I think kind of humanized his small little role. I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's a good point.
The singing, didn't care for.
Okay.
I'm all for an on-the-nose song. If I was to score something with pop music, that's exactly how I would fucking do it.
Yeah.
But Titanium, fuck, man. That wasn't necessary. It was stupid. It felt awkward the entire time. Ick.
Not my reaction.
No.
Don't
Talk
you
to
think?
me.
Don't you think that's what like a dumb 12-year-old girl would want to hear? A fucking Glee rendition of "We Will Be Happy Together" or some shit.
That's like an old song now, though. Think about being 12. That's fucking old shit to them.
Could you imagine if her consoling song was just like, it's like a really sad moment? Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark, do 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 do.
Or like, towing the line.
Towing the line. So interesting. When I was watching it, I was like, I guess I was thinking like this is what a dumb kid would want to hear. But you're right. Titanium is quite a bit older than what a 12-year-old would
Yeah,
want to
that's
hear.
KP, right?
Yeah.
Katy Perry and Key and Peele.
Yeah, it is. No,
Yeah.
wait.
Isn't it?
It's David Guetta.
What?
Titanium.
Oh, weird.
I might be way wrong.
Somebody?
I don't know.
Baby Shark?
Featuring Baby Shark.
Okay.
But did you hate it or was it just like a
It made me uncomfortable. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Now, the scene where they first introduced Megan to, like, the bosses and stuff, and, like, what's her name now?
Gemma?
Katie.
Oh, Katie.
Like, doesn't understand, like, what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, she's in the test room with the double-sided mirror, and she's like, my parents are dead. It feels like they're dead every day. Like, that was pretty fucking good, dude.
Yep.
But then there's also the little song in the end, but I feel like that's a little more consoling.
Right. That was to like calm her down and she doesn't know
Right.
that she's being watched. And I love that scene because
It's pretty good.
Gemma's like, oh, this is
What am I
working
doing?
and it's selling it. Or no, I think she's into it at that point. Because that's their
Yeah?
first, like the first time she brings her in.
Sure.
The first time she's like, oh, this is going to actually help her. And then she's like, yeah, I need to take it home for at-home trials. And
Oh,
she's
right,
like
right.
stoked
You're right.
because now
You're totally right.
she's going to have a friend. Doesn't think it's going to get out of hand. And she's like, so this is going to help my situation. It like starts teaching her all this shit. And this just looked so good for the fucking CEOs. And like they walk out and they're like, we need to restructure her contract right now.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, oh my God. Yes. I loved that. That whole bit was like, yeah.
The timeline on Megan, though, is a little askew to me.
Okay.
Because Gemma has the deadline, and then she's like, fuck. And she puts it off. Then she shows Katie Bruce, and then she's like, fuck it, I'm going to send an email. And then is that like a day or like 2 weeks or like, because they say Katie's been there for 2 months.
Oh, I didn't even pick
So,
up on
like,
that.
Okay, so we start from scratch on this fucking dream project you have, and you're like, okay, my little niece thinks this is cool and it's working, and then it goes full out fucking let's sell it to the community in like 2 months.
Dude. Okay, now I thought that was wild
It
too.
doesn't matter. It's a dumb movie, but like, what?
It feels like he puts together the like, hey, let's display this to the whole world 48 hours after.
Uh-huh.
Like,
And
that's a
does
good
he
point.
know how much a Tesla costs? Because it's not 10 grand.
Damn it,
Tell you
dude.
that right now.
Oh, my trivia is gonna suck.
That's okay. Mine was in there too.
Should we? I agree with that. The timing did was like, wait a minute. Now all of a sudden it's fucking.
And do you feel like Katie's a toy? She's not a toy. She's just not.
I don't feel like Katie's a toy.
They mentioned toy 1,000 different times. Like, look
Oh,
at this new
Megan?
toy. Oh, excuse
Megan?
me. Excuse me, not Katie. Yeah, Megan.
Megan's not a toy.
She's definitely not a toy.
You gotta know right away.
Yeah, dude.
It's a movie. I should.
People want to fuck it.
You know who would all be buying those? People that want to fuck things they shouldn't.
Exactly.
Is 1,000% where that
Good
would go.
fucking people that like movies from that place.
We have a new update. It cannot provide oral sex anymore.
Anyway, the firmware was too firm.
We expect update patch 404 that back stuff will also be unallowed.
User undetected.
Oh, God. Damn it. Should we show up, Katie?
We're not monetized anyway. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
We haven't not done her? There she is.
No, we have a lot of. How'd you feel about her performance?
Pretty good. I mean, I believe her when she's sad. I believe her when she's happy. She's just a screen addicted fucking kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's well said. And I do appreciate the fact that they showed and like, I felt like they did. It was kind of quick. But they show how quick kids are just fucking obsessed with the thing and how crazy she reacts when that gets taken away from her.
Mm-hmm.
And whether or not it's a metaphor for a larger look at how we deal with kids having technology.
For sure it is.
And how that becomes a coping mechanism and a comfort mechanism and starts doing the job of what parents should be doing and having difficult discussions. I thought it was done pretty well. And the therapist has an important part in this where she's like, are you familiar with attachment theory? Like, bitch, that ain't no theory no more.
Well, even if I wasn't, I think I know what you mean when you say it.
Oh, yeah, right. But they're like this is going to become such her comfort system that she won't be able to grow out of that. Like
Yeah, well,
that's not
it's-
just a dolly that makes you happy anymore,
It's not
or a
a fucking
stuffed animal.
Game Boy. It's not like you're gonna be like, oh yeah, this toy I put in my closet. It's a thing. It's a fucking thing, dude.
Dude, think of because, and this isn't. You had your baby blanket for a long time.
Long time.
Imagine if you could fuck your baby blanket.
Who said I didn't?
There was no doll fucking in this entire film. I'm so sorry.
Brandon got pretty close.
I'm so sorry, Elizabeth Banks. I'm just
Elizabeth
kidding.
Banks?
I'm just being silly.
It's Cocaine Bear.
I thought she was fine in this. Like they obviously like. She's scared and confused at the beginning.
Yeah.
Gets attached to the doll that makes her happy. Doesn't want that to be taken away from her. Makes the right decision at the end. Kind of thought in the back of my head. I like the scene they do at the end where they're showing the kid's emotion. It's like fear, scared, confusion, and then it's like guilt, where you're like, oh, is she gonna fucking wax her aunt? And I thought they did a good job of that. And part of me was thinking, I didn't write the fucking movie. I almost thought it would have been cooler if Katie fucking kills her aunt.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
sides with the doll.
There is an alternate ending, but I didn't have enough time to read through it. That's not the way that the director wanted. So hopefully there's a director's cut, because I guess it's different.
But you don't know how it ends?
I don't remember.
Oh,
No.
fucking! I'm looking that up
So
as
I
soon as
shouldn't
this is
even
over.
fucking said anything, but
It's got to be that Katie waxes the
I
fucking.
fucking hope so.
Because I didn't hate the ending at all, but
It does end very abruptly.
it ends really abruptly, and then they leave it so open for something else.
Yeah. How do you feel about a franchise of this?
Perfectly fine with it for right now. I mean, the fact of the matter is like we talked about this, is that like if you watch the preview of this movie and you sat down and someone was like, "What do you think is going to happen?" You're probably 90% right.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's totally fine.
I didn't want a whole lot of curveballs.
There wasn't a bunch of bullshit jump scares.
There was a couple, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I like a little jump ski.
I don't like a jump ski, and I didn't feel jumpatized. I mean, there was like a couple things, but
There's like a couple that were supposed to be, but they miss. Like there's like two with the dog when you're like, yeah. When the parents die, you're like, okay, I know this. Like as an audience, I think we're getting smarter to like what's going to happen when there's a camera view behind two people with a like, oh, they're going to die.
The dog's point of view looking through a fence hole. Well,
yeah.
Be shocked if nothing pops up here.
Which like the fence hole is a little crazy for like the neighborhood they're in.
Yeah.
And also two single women living together in Seattle. I mean,
yeah, what is it? Chop?
Chopped? Like,
Capitol Hill Occupation Property or whatever the fuck
I thought
it
was
was.
called Chaz.
They changed it. Then it was Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone.
Oh.
You want to chop my Chaz, dude, and call me cheese?
Yeah, I do.
I do. That's another shout out to Allison Williams, is that I love that she's like trying to console her niece, and then she's like, "Get your fucking chemicals off my fucking driveway for the 8th time. Fuck your dog."
And at first, neighbor's like, okay. Yeah. She's like, yeah, you're fucking probably right. What is the chemical in the pressure washer?
Dude, I have no idea. I was like, is it some fucking weed killer?
Because like coming from a mechanical background, like the fucking yeah, I'm basically a robot.
You ever fucking machines at work?
Well, no,
Sorry.
when Megan melts the neighbor's face, she doesn't like start the pressure washer. She gives like a couple of gravity pumps to whatever chemicals in there.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Very, very confusing.
Does she melt her face like with fire, or are you saying
I think
she sprays
like
the chemical?
poison fucks it.
Yeah,
and then like the blood is like doing the blood thing.
I'm not proud of this, but I've waxed spiders that way before.
Yeah,
bleach.
I
Just
like
right
waxed.
Now. I've waxed a couple of fucking waxed a couple of fucking 8-leggers.
Yep.
And yeah, it's a pretty shitty way to go. It looks like.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Sorry.
So riddle me this: you watched this by your lonesome
last night
in the evening?
Yeah.
Scared?
No.
Not scared. Not scared?
Not scared.
Okay.
Not scared. Surprisingly, I'm a pretty big bitch with horror movies, and this is a different level of horror for me. Like,
it's kitty fun time.
It's a doll that's attacking, so I can be grounded in that. I think what gets me more fucked up is like The Witch, for example, of like
mystical stuff.
There's some supernatural shit out here. The lack of stuff fucks with me because you start creating the fucky in your head.
Yeah, you get nihilistic.
This is the same thing why I wasn't fucked up with Child's Play growing up, is that like, all right, I got a fighting chance here. 12-year-old killed it. I got a chance. I'm not saying I'm going to kill it, but I got a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, you might notice that we look a little different right now.
Yep.
Last night, we found out after pumping out the episode that our last little segment where we do our review and our trivia question didn't work. So we're going to just shoot for you real quick. We're going to give you our review on it. By the way, we're not going to fake like we didn't know trivia. Tim beat me 3 correct answers to my 2 correct answers. It was very close. You did miss a little back and forth on if we count to 4 or 5 right, which that might be some forbidden footage for one of you for some of the muffs. But we're not going to fake it like we didn't know. We probably remember the answers all well. With that said, let me get into my review real quick.
Yeah. We're doing it.
We couldn't get that to work yesterday, so we were doing it with our mouths.
But then it worked.
When you were watching it?
Yeah, the whole thing was just fucked. Anyway,
Megan, ladies and gentlemen.
Chester.
So Megan has grown on me pretty much every day. It's when I first watched, I was like, okay, that was good. That was fine. And I was like, well, that was pretty good. I think that was just good enough. It kind of like what I talked about earlier. It doesn't do anything that blows me out of the water. Could have done for some more fun killing. Could have done even maybe for a little bit more horror elements. It's fine. I thought the ending maybe could have been a little bit different, which could have been twisty. Don't have a problem with how they went to do it. I don't remember if we picked up on this, but you mentioned yesterday that somewhere out there is potentially an alternate ending.
I think so. I need to look into that again.
That'd be cool to find out. I should have. I obviously haven't looked into that in the 24 hours since you said to look into it. With that said, this is so low on the boomer scale. I think our dads are going to be confused about whether or not they can fuck the doll the whole movie.
100%.
And so with that said, this thing is coming in for me at a 7.9.
Okay.
And for me, on a horror, I think a 7.9 is a damn good score.
Pretty good.
I thought about bumping it up a point over the last 24 hours, and I was like, no, don't do that.
Don't do it.
I stuck with it.
What's dead is dead.
What's been done is done. T, how'd you feel about this thing?
I liked it. I thought it. It's not much of a thinker like we already talked about. I guess I should start with the boomers. Feels weird doing this twice.
Really naughty doing it on Monday.
Yeah, dads. It's the same thing as you. Boomers and I. Hard 9 on the boomers. Yeah, I want a little bit more out of it. Like I said, I watched it twice also.
Yeah.
I didn't really care for it the first time. And the second time, I really liked it. So we're going to go like 7.2. Oops. 7.2.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty fun time. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. And if you haven't seen it, we just fucking ruined it for you.
Go check it out, gang.
Go fucking checker the fuck trout.
Gun, 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 gun.
Is it fucking time for a little something there, Chester Ickes?
Well, no, I thought we said we weren't going to do it.
Oh, we don't have to do it. I got confused.
I started off telling him you beat me 3-2 and that we weren't going to react it.
I slept like 0 last night.
You did.
I got a new fucking cat. Kept me up all night. Had a really rough day at the old Bucks factory.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I am willing to redo it if you'd like.
It sounds rough.
Okay. I'm fine either way.
Can you remember any off the top of your head?
I probably can remember them all, I think.
Yeah.
Like my questions or your questions?
It doesn't matter. We'll get you with some triv next week.
Hell yeah, we will.
Yeah.
I mean, we did the triv.
Or next week, or when are we going to set in stone fucking walk of shame?
Let's fucking set that in stone.
Set in stone.
We should probably do that this upcoming week because I'm going to be out of town for President's Day.
We might have to do it. Okay, we'll talk off air.
Hey, we'll get the show to you when we get the show to you.
Well, guys, I think that is the fucking episode. Don't forget to hit us up on all the Soshi Magoshis. Check you there. Check us there. Be there. Be square. Don't care. You got anything else for the kids there, Chester?
Shave your dad's hair.
Which one?
The one where his penis is attached.
Oh, a little love handle. Thanks for sticking around, guys.
Thanks, guys. Love you.
Yeah, we're going to get you something next week, and it's going to be fucking awesome. Don't forget, though, we want to fucking see you in a Kia. All right, see you later.
C-U-N-T. See you